So when we talk about BIFKiDS as developing a curriculum of experiences that can either be done in the classroom, in school, or at home, we're talking about introducing the big global problems that seem to capture kids' imagination of what's happening in the world, but then localizing those as an experience for place-based learning and doing. So what does that look like? We talk about BIFKiDS and using their idea superpowers to save the world one problem at a time. So we're really trying to grab that imaginative capacity they have to imagine a better world and know that they can use their creativity and their big ideas to help solve some of those problems. We start with framing those global problems. We've done a lot of work with the UN and Sustainable Development Goals, both with around the world, lots of organizations adopting these goals as a lens to understand the world and show that they're part of a cohort that's solving these problems. We use that for kids. We talk about the 17 problems and introduce them in ways that don't burden kids with a problem, but turn it into an opportunity for them to apply their creativity. We then take each of those problems and describe them in more detail about what they mean. So this happens to be goal 12 because we've been working on it. It's titled Responsible Consumption and Production, and it talks about our material culture and how with all the goods and services and materials and raw resources of the earth that we're using, we need to start to repair, reuse, reduce, rethink, recycle, refuse, and start to innovate into those spaces so that we start to do much better and more responsible consumption and production. And that's the goal. And then we think about, well, how do we localize that? So as an example, we then take our worksheet and customize that into an experience for place-based learning. This is an example from a particular school in a particular community that has a recycling center that has a relationship to the school. And so we have brought those things together in terms of designing an experience that is about going to the recycling center for the new knowledge and then applying that new knowledge as a creative problem-solving experience using this customized worksheet that still uses our process. What's recycling? Why does it matter? Have your big idea about how you can answer the challenge, which is how to reduce better recycling into the school, and then how do you go ahead and make it happen. The sensorial creativity about getting them to remember what they've seen, what they've heard, how it happens, what does recycling actually mean for their community and for their fauna, and for them. And they're talking about both, healing the world and stopping plastics going into the oceans, etc. A big idea for how they can do it better, and then go ahead and make it happen, and then we present. So that's how we use the framing of global goals, but localizing those goals for place-based learning and doing.